Wait a minute, y'all.
Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like, and share, and
The
comment.
boy done switched up on you.
Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like,
A
and
lying to
share,
me.
and comment.
And I know you lying.
Comment, like, and share, and comment.
Period.
All right. Get my water. Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's get it. Ooh. Oh. It's my shirt. Okay. Wait a minute, y'all. You guys look. If this is your very first time to this channel, run over and subscribe for us. And after you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell beside the word subscribe so that you will be notified each and every time that we upload a video. And then welcome to this great family. Now that you're part of us, there's some things that we do. And we do them every day because they help us grow. Those things are comment, like a share, and go and take for the team. Comment, like a share, and go and take for the team. Comment, like a share, and don't forget to comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Don't forget to comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Don't forget to comment, like a share. Okay, y'all check this out. We're going to pray. We're going to get into the goodness. Here we go. Hey, man. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Come on, fan. Come on, fan. How y'all doing today? You got over to the side. Big Ben is in the building, baby. Big Ben is here. Big Ben is going to help us out because, baby, we finna get to eating. Y'all know this is my favorite. A number water in Big Ben. Let's see if he's nice refreshing. Here's, so how y'all doing today? How's y'all doing? How's y'all doing? How's y'all doing? Today, for the food, y'all, hey, we got some spinach over here. We have plenty of onions in it. Over here on this side, we got some peas over here. And we have got our diced cooked tomatoes over here. I got my pink salt. And also over here, I got my LIPS hot sauce. If you like your bottle of LIPS hot sauce, Chris Blue, hit that link right there and you can get your LIPS hot sauce. And merch. Okay, that's probably the thumbnail right there. Okay, guys, today my stomach is not the best, okay? So, I'm going to put some of my hot sauce on here to begin with and everything, just to make sure I have enough heat to it. But, baby, we got some Louisiana over here, and we got some Texas Pete over here to the side. I ain't been back to the store to get me no more out of Frank's. So, that's what we got today. All right, let's get to some of this spinach over here. Oh, y'all, this spinach is out of a can. It's from Glory Greens. And Glory Greens normally have some pretty good products. So, let's see what it's working with. There you go. It's seasoned really good. That's what I had the pink salt for, to make sure it had no salt in it. Okay, y'all. Let's get us some of these tomatoes out here. Because we're going to need them. We know that, right? Right. All right. Let's get them out here, honey. And get us some hot sauce. Some hot sauce. Oh, baby, I dropped my fork. Jesus. Y'all, I dropped my fork, honey. That's all right. Let's get us some hot sauce up here. DeCario told me, oh, who was it? I think it was DeCario. Somebody told me last week, said, okay, now we done had a lot of videos. Now, where's the pig ears at? Here you go, honey. Here you go. You know it wouldn't be long. Here you go. Here you go. I kind of feel like I haven't had them in a long time, though. For real, for real, for real. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, that's the first bite of the pig ear. Like I said, y'all, my stomach is the best thing. I was kind of scared that they were going to be agitated and I wasn't going to be able to shoot the video. But it came on through, honey. I just don't want to, you know, put too much hot stuff down there. And agitate even further. Because you can't get agitated, honey. So I got a little not so hot, these two not so hot sauces up here to the side. They help me out with these. However, we do have a really, really good topic of the day. We really do. As a content creator, you guys, people contact us all the time. Well, let me talk about me. People contact me all the time about things, about different problems. Because people see, you know, people see me talking about different things, and they know that I take, you know, some of the topics that people send me, and I help them work through whatever it is, or try my best to help them work through whatever it is that they got going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, it's easy to talk to someone who, for lack of better words, that you feel like is in your own situation, or say for instance, like, it's easier to talk to things sometimes, or talk to someone sometimes that ain't got it all right, and says they don't have it all right, don't mind not having it all right, but know that there's a God that can fix it all. Sometimes it's easy to talk to someone like that than someone who feels like they got it all right and want to talk down at you and tell you what to do, as opposed to trying to understand what you're going through, where you are. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people, especially in the spiritual realm, that they judge you for who you are, what you're doing, what goes on in your life. So people always, or don't always feel comfortable with talking to spiritual leaders, or, you know, things of such. Or even me, myself, and I really don't believe in counseling. And I know a lot of people gonna say, well, counseling helped me, counseling done this, counseling done that. I get that. But me, myself, and I, if to resolve problems, if all this needs is a conversation, why do you have to pay money to have a conversation with somebody that's already there with you? I don't get it. But it does help people. I'm not saying counseling's not a good thing. I'm just saying, to me, myself and I, if a conversation is what's going to resolve an issue between two people, I ain't got to pay nobody. I can have a conversation. I can talk very fluently without having to pay somebody to hear what I got to say. Because it's not the person that you're talking to that has to hear what you have to say. I mean, it's not the counselor that needs to hear what you have to say anyway. It's the person that you're trying to work things out with. You know what I mean? If it is a counseling session, like a marriage counseling session or whatever. I understand if it's a one-on-one internal problem. I understand counseling in, but stuff like marriage counseling, stuff like that, which I know that it has to work for people. I'm just saying, for me, I think that if me and my husband are having problems and we need counseling, that's something that we can do. We can counsel each other. Anyway, let me go on what I'm trying to say. Let me go on what I'm saying anyway. So, the one thing that probed this was, if you go into counseling, y'all, or if you're going to your spiritual leader, and you feel like that you're being judged, you feel like you can't really get help because you're too ashamed of your past or what you've been through in your life to really open up. Because in order to get something out of counseling, when you're talking to anybody, I don't care if it's me, I don't care if it's your minister, your preacher, your bishop, or somebody that you don't even know that you just paid off a line to help you with whatever issue that you're having. The only way that works is if you open up, y'all, and tell 100% the truth. Most people in life have a hard time doing so, which falls into a conversation we've had many times before about you cannot let people hold you hostage in your past. You can't do that. And don't hold yourself hostage in your past. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody on this earth proud of everything they ever done. Okay? Everybody got a few skeletons in their closet. Some more than others. But the thing about it is, I guess the easy way to say what I'm saying, Y'all, this piggy is good. I guess the easy way of saying what I'm saying, y'all, is don't discount your test that creates your testimony. Hey! That was a word! Hey! Don't discount your test that produces your testimony. Yes, sir. Don't discount your test that creates or produces your testimony. Do you know how many people it is in the world that are going through the same thing you're going through? Been down the same roads, had the same circumstances, maybe not exactly the same, but in the same lane. That need to hear your testimony. Your testimony might be the very testimony that brings somebody to God or that saves somebody's life. It very well may be. So don't discount your test that produce your testimony. Don't do that. We all have a past. Like I told you guys before, I have struggled with drugs. I have struggled with a whole lot of things in my life. I've been arrested before. It's a whole lot of things that have went on in my life that I'm not proud of. But like I told you before, because it's my business, I may not tell the whole world, but there's don't be no shame of it either. I mean, no shame of it either. It is what it is. We all have to learn and live to grow, to become closer to God and be the people that we ultimately want to be. That takes practice. Because we all have a different makeup. What's important to me may not be important to you. What's important to you may not be important to me. You know what I'm saying? But all this down here ain't nothing but a test. That's all it is. So, you can't discount your test that produces your testimony. Because the testimony is needed. The testimony is needed. Y'all, this water's good. Don't forget, if you still going with me, nothing but water for 30 days on the LIFELINE channel, y'all. We're going strong. But anyway, like I was saying, y'all, do you know a lot of people in life need you to unconsciously, they need your testimony. They need your testimony to give them permission or give them the courage to do what they need to do to get their life together. If you discount your test, you may be afraid to tell it. Everybody wants to be perfect. Everybody wants to look perfect. Everybody wants to, you know, appear to be got it all together. Everybody do. Or most people anyway. You know what I mean? You hardly ever find people that will give you the real. You know the real. You know, they want to sugarcoat this. They want to sugarcoat that. A lot of people, without your testimony, they'll never they would never strive in order to make their lives better. Without your testimony, I told you guys before, like with this channel, right? me being a happily married gay man with a child, with a daughter, on YouTube. Of course, you know, I knew that there was going to be a lot of backlash behind that. There was going to be a lot of people that was like, they don't have a lot to say. However, me being the person that I am and being on YouTube, being proud, being free of being free and true to who I am, my life, my testimony. You don't have to be perfect to love God. You definitely don't have to be perfect for God to love you, because he knew you weren't going to be perfect. Do you know how many people there is out there in the world? How many times I've told y'all over and over again that people contact me that don't feel like they're worthy of God's love because they're gay? Do you know how many people I've helped realize that their light doesn't have to be dimmed because of their sexuality? You know what I mean? But if I had to discount my own test, if I had been saying in my own life, and was afraid to keep it real on my videos, do you know how many people would still be in darkness? Or not loving themselves as God loves them? Or loving themselves the best they can themselves? You know how many people that will be? So, don't ever discount your test that produces your testimony. Because the testimony is needed. The testimony is needed. That's the reason why if you are a churchgoer or whatever, you know, people get up and testify. Because they have a testimony to tell about the goodness of what God has done for them. That's why that is. That's why people get up outside of, you know, giving God the glory. It is to allow other people to understand that your testimony is powerful. Your testimony helps other people. It helps other people. It gives other people, unconsciously, it gives other people the right to know that it's going to be all right. Or that they can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It does. Your testimony helps other people. That helps other people. But if you discount your test, if you're ashamed of your test, if you're ashamed of who you are, where you've been, and what you've been through, what is the testimony worth? What is it worth? Don't discount your test. If it wasn't for your test, you wouldn't have a testimony. If it wasn't for your test, you would, even if you've gotten better. And I often use street workers, y'all. And that is because that's the first thing that always pops in my head. What if there were no reformed street workers? What if there weren't anybody that was strong enough? Or just say drug addicts. We're going to use street workers. Let's say drug addicts. What if there were no drug addicts that had the strength to stand up and say, I was a drug addict, and this is how I recovered? Where do you think the 12-step program came from? It was a testimony of how somebody got over drugs. You know what I'm saying? Just like recovery groups, Alcohol Anonymous, or grief counseling, or grief groups, or those type of things. All those things are nothing but testimonies of other people. What has worked for them? Your ability, giving you the strength amongst others in your life situation for you to have the courage enough to get it out. You listen to their testimonies and what worked for them and how much they hurt and how much they went through so that you can get it out and work on these things. But if you discount your test and don't be able to keep it real and tell people exactly what's going on and how it is, what is the testimony worth? What is it worth? You can't discount your test. Your past, your life, that is what Everything, good and bad, especially the bad. That's what builds your character. The test that you went through, that's what makes you the person today. That makes you want to be different in the test that you were back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I said that right, but the test that you went through as the person that you didn't want to be, or that now that you are a different person you're ashamed of, why be ashamed of that person? That person had enough strength. That person had enough courage. That person had enough anger at sometimes, or they had enough inspiration by somebody to change to be the person that you are today. So why would you be ashamed of that person? That person had far more strength than you got right now. Because that person had to do something. They actually had to do. Now, as the new person, the person that you feel like is presentable for the world, the person that you feel like you can hide behind, that person ain't got nothing to do but walk. Walk, and they ain't got no work to do. It's the other person back there that you're ashamed of that had to do all the work. What? Mm-hmm. So you'll be ashamed of the person that recognized and knew that there was a problem, changed themselves, made themselves better to become who you are today. But you're ashamed of that person back there. For what? For what? That person back there had to do all the work. I've said this many, many times to y'all in my videos. I love the person I was back there. Like I said, because that person back there recognized that there was a problem. That person back there had to do all the work for me to become the person I am today. I love the person I am today because the person I am today is a lot better than that person that I was back there. It is. And then I love the person that I'm going to be because I know with God's help, I can't do nothing but get better and better and better. So don't ever discount your test. Hey, that produces your testimony. Don't do that. Hey, thank you, Lord. Don't discount your test. That produces your testimony. That's the word right there that I want you to make sure that you take it all in. Don't discount your test. That produces your testimony. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for my test. I do. I thank God for my test. My test made me a better husband. My test made me a better father. My test made me a better person. So I ain't gonna be ashamed of my test. Nope. I ain't ashamed of my test. I know y'all some, but everybody have tried different things. Everybody's emotions, everybody's feelings, everybody's desires are different. They all are. God made us all different for a purpose. He did. He made Chinese people. He made Vietnamese people. He made black people. He made white people. He made Filipino people. He made Africans. He made Germans. He made Britons. God made all different kind of people. He didn't want us all to be the same. Or he would have made us all the same. It would have been very easy for God to make everybody black. Or everybody white. Or everybody Chinese. It would have been just easy for him to do it. It would have been just as easy. But the reason why he didn't, is because that ain't the way he wanted it. He wanted diversity. And that's what I'm telling you about your test. Everybody has a diverse test from everybody else because no one walks the same walk in life. I don't care if you're identical twins. You do not walk the same walk. You can't breathe the same air that somebody else breathes. Every breath that I take, you can't take. Even if you sit beside, even if you join with me, you will be getting air from over here and I'm be getting air from over here. So everybody has a unique and diverse test. God needed all of those tests, every one of those tests, to become a testimony. Because there's somebody that's in the same test that you're in right now. Somebody is still in that same test. And they're striving, they're looking hard for a reason to make their test be a testimony. That's you. Your testimony creates testimony. So once again, don't ever discount your test. Hey, that produces your testimony. Now I'm finna get about here, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you have enjoyed. I really, really do. So I'm my new legend. Thank you guys so much for being here. I truly appreciate you because you did not have to be here. You could have chosen to be the best in the world, but you chose to be right here with us, and we love you for it. So I'm my existing legend. Hey, round and round where you go. Hey, round and round where you go. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Okay? Wait a minute, y'all. You guys look. Always remember that there's always more than one way home. All you have to do is get there. So get there, people. Get there. I love you all. And I'm going to see you guys next time. And if you're not here to watch me next time, you have lied to me. And I know you lied. Period. Bye-bye. Woo. Y'all, I feel it in my bones. That I didn't get that out right. But what I can tell you for sure is, baby, I am a sound and solid witness to let you know. I have countless amount of emails of people that have, and comments that what people have said, Lips, you helped me with this. You know, Lips, your boldness in being who you are helped me to be better to myself. It helped me feel better about myself. Lips, I wanted to kill myself because I didn't know, because my family doesn't accept me because I'm gay. My mother put me out. My father turned his back on me. I have nowhere to stay. I was homeless for a while. All these things have went on that people have told me before. That through me sitting here, being a proud, gay, married man with a daughter, just speaking my own truth, my testimony, that my testimony have helped them in their test. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever be ashamed of your test. You know what I'm saying? If you did it, you did it. If it happened, it happened. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying that this applies to everyone. But what I'm saying is that, no, yes you do. Everybody living, you have done some things that you're not proud of. That's a part of becoming a responsible adult. You do things that you have to learn from to know not to do the next time. So why be ashamed of it? Why be ashamed of it? Why cower behind it? Why don't want to tell it, want to cut it halfway? You know, don't want to let the real be the real. It's the test that causes the testimony. It's easy once you got it all fixed to jump up and say, oh, and the Lord done, Okay, but what did the Lord do? Where were you at that the Lord brought you from? That's what helps people. Not that you fixed. Once you fixed, or you feel like you fixed anyway. Once you feel like you overcame that thing, you know what I'm saying? And you feel like that you're a better person now, that you're proud of the person that you are now. Why wouldn't you be proud of that person back there? The person that you're trying to hide. Why wouldn't you be proud of that person? That person is the one that done all the work. The drug addict is the one that done all the work. You know what I'm saying? The thief is the one that done all the work. You know what I mean? I used to know some people in my life, y'all, when I lived in, especially when I lived in Louisiana, this is no lie, that I could want anything in the world that was in the store. I ain't had to do make out a list. Get them a list and let them go get whatever it is I want. And they were going to bring back just what I wanted. The sizes, the color, sometimes shoes, it don't matter. They call boosters, okay? So, but now this is the thing. From having these boosters, I became a booster. I did. It ain't nothing I'm proud of, it's not, but I'm not ashamed for it. Yeah, I used to steal. Yes, God. I did. Until one day, I just came to a conclusion that, Lord, you've been too good to me. And I'm not going to put my hands on nothing else that don't belong to me. And I haven't stolen since that day. Since that day, I ain't stole nothing. I will go back in a store, drive back to the store if I have to. Like if somebody make a mistake and don't charge me for something, you know, that kind of stuff. Now I ain't going to say like if they charge me the wrong price, I'm not going to say that I'm going to run up and just, you know, I mean, because that may be a blessing. I'm not going to do all that. As long as I didn't steal it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it wasn't my mistake that it was in my heart to steal something. I've never touched anything since that day. Because God's been too good to me. But I'm not ashamed that I used to steal. I'm not ashamed of that. I paid my bills for about 6-7 months of being roguish. Walmart, Stage, them places don't owe me nothing. I don't owe me nothing. If I don't shop nowhere but Walmart and pay, and they overcharge me for the rest of my life, they don't owe me nothing. They don't owe me nothing. They don't. But I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not ashamed. That was my test. And I went through that test to give you a testimony. So don't ever, once again, don't ever discount your test. If I hadn't went through that, I may have just not started stealing at this age. You know what I'm saying? And if I hadn't went through that test, I may not have learned back then who not to be today. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I feel like you get the picture. I don't know if I got it right, but don't ever discount your test because that produces your testimony. That's what God needs to help other people in your same situation. I gotta go. Bye, y'all.